Hello tubies! Let's hope that these videos don't get corrupted and that everything works because my camera can be a piece of shit. I don't know, maybe it's just the memory card, who knows. So I wanted to do this second video to talk to you guys about something that I don't see talked about anywhere. That is doing magic on another witch. Now, in my last video I talked about a particular spell that I'll be doing to get somebody to message me. It's not anybody on YouTube, so you don't have to worry about that if you're a witch and you watch me and you're like, what the fuck? And it's not anybody who might be watching me in real life who knows me and knows of my channel. It's somebody else outside of both of those. But I do know that this person is a witch. So, we're not feuding or fighting, I'm not doing a curse or anything, so there's no need to worry. It's just this person hasn't talked to me in a very, 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 very long time, a couple of years or so, and they are like ignoring all of my messages, and like they always say they'll get back to me and they never do, so I'm gonna be like, you need to message me. And there's another reason that I want them to message me as well, but we're not gonna get into that. So, what happens if you do magic on a witch? How do you do magic on another witch? We all have some form of protection up, okay? It's very important. We've talked about this thousands of times. We all have some form of protection up. I have protection in my house. I've talked about it a million times. You have protection in your house. I'm sure you've talked about it a million times. We all have a form of protection in our house, around us, on us, protecting us from other people's influences, protecting us from other people's energy, protecting us from witches who live, I don't know, fucking in other countries or provinces or whatever, protecting us from haters online, all that jazz. I even have protections on my channel, so like, come on now. So, how do you do witchcraft on another witch? How? Because everybody has protections up. One of the tricks that I learned from the Lady Grave Dancer from watching one of her older videos is that you can use an upside down mirror. Okay, so let's say I was doing a candle working spell on another witch. I would take a mirror and I'd flip it upside down and I'd put the candle on it. Because then what that's doing, if they're scrying, if they're doing tarot reading, if they're doing any kind of divination where they're trying to say, okay, who's doing magic against me because I get these weird energy vibrations, or I get these weird feelings or these sensations, or however you know that someone's doing magic against you, they won't be able to see that. They won't be able to see that you're doing magic. Another thing you can do if you're doing, say, let's say you're cursing them, because I don't know why you would curse another witch, because it is of my opinion that you don't throw shit at another worker, but let's say you are because you're an idiot. So you're throwing shit at them. You could use lavender. Okay, and I learned this from Hoodoo Delish, and it's one of the best things ever, but you could use lavender to calm them down and make them feel like nothing's wrong, nothing's happening, and then boom, you fucking hit them with the thing that you want. There's other herbs that you can use, certain kinds of flowers, certain kinds of herbs and oils to help command, compel, you know, make them do what you want. But the biggest thing is to use something that will deflect their ability to see what you're doing. The other thing is that if you're doing magic on a witch, you don't talk about it. Okay, so the particular person that I would be doing this on doesn't watch my channel, has never seen my channel, doesn't even know that I'm a witch. I just know that they're a witch because when we were talking forever ago, it came up and I was like, oh, that's really cool, blah, 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 whatever, life goes on. So you don't talk about it. You don't go on YouTube and you don't go and boast about how you're all powerful and how the real shit happens behind the doors and blah, 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 because that's opening yourself up for all kinds of trouble. So you don't fucking talk about it. And this is the biggest thing that I have, is that you get a lot of these people on YouTube, whether they're popular or whether they're not, who will act tough and mighty and act like they've got their deities and their spirits all around them and they're this and they're that and they're super powerful and they can look at you the wrong way and you fucking break all your bones and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, they're all talk. So like a real witch doesn't talk about any kind of stuff that they're doing on another person. The only reason I would be showing you guys how to do this particular spell is because I'm showing you how to do the spell itself, and I have a reason to do the spell. I don't generally demonstrate a lot of my spells. There are times where I will show you, like if I want to demonstrate a curse or a hex, like my upside down candle curse. I mean, I didn't have anybody to do that on, so I would demonstrate it for you guys. But in this particular case, I do have a particular target in mind, and I will be doing it on that person. But, as I was saying, we don't generally talk about our shit. We don't talk about, okay, I cursed Sally. I mean, the crackheads, fuck them, right? Like, fuck them. Obviously, I'm gonna, like, burn their house to the ground. Stuff like that. The guy last year around this time who threatened me, I mean, yeah, fuck him. Burn his house to the ground. That kind of shit. But to go out and be like, oh, you know, if you don't agree with me, or if you don't bully this person with me, or if you don't fall in with my people, I'm gonna fucking curse you and make you feel pain and misery and suffering. No, 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 no. You're not gonna do shit. I can already tell you that those people who talk about that, and I've had about 2 of those people in my life who've talked about that and joked about that and like all this other stuff and said they were the boogeyman and that they go bump in the night and all this other bullshit and they spend 20 minutes talking about you. It's like, no, you're not gonna fucking do shit. Okay, you're just a coward, you're a bully, and you're not going to do shit. Like I said, it's not that the real work is done in the shadows, it's done off camera. It's done behind closed doors, in a way. It's done in a way where you don't need to fucking know what I'm doing, you know? And again, as I already said, the only reason that I'm showing you this is because I'm teaching you. Okay, it's my job to teach you. I gotta get the next generation ready. Just kidding. I'm fucking old. But no, so when you're doing work against another witch, you don't fucking talk about it. And you always make sure you have your protections up. And you make sure that whatever it is that you're doing, that they don't know that you're doing it. So there's no need to go and, let's say you were doing magic against... let's say you were doing magic against, let's say I was doing magic against Lunar Wisdom. Let's say that we got in a really big fight and I wanted to burn her house to the ground and destroy her career and all this other stuff. I would never do this because I love Lunar Wisdom, but let's just pretend for a minute. First of all, I would not tell her. I would not talk about it. I would not show you. I would not have this anywhere near my YouTube. I would do it in secrecy. I would have deflective things in place so that if she was doing divination and she was like, I'm feeling really funky, I don't feel right, something's wrong, that she couldn't see it. I would have certain types of herbs around to relax and calm her so that it's like, hey, everything is fine, and then I would hit her where it hurts. Again, I would never do magic on another witch in a cursing kind of way because personally, you don't throw shit at another worker. The other thing is, the only time I've really ever thrown something at a witch was to get them to lose the taste of my name in their mouth and to move on and to heal and just let fucking go. Just move on from it, like you're done. Like that kind of thing. And these were people that were known for making spoof videos and videos about other people and like just blatantly harassing them for like years and years, and they disappeared from YouTube. So I was like, yeah. But anyways, so, and it wasn't even like a curse. It was like, just lose the taste of my name in your mouth. Like, it will burn when you speak my name. Other instances where you would do magic on a witch, so again, we talked about deflective magic, so you need to have your protections up, because even though you are deflecting them from seeing, they might throw something out there because, you know, they can't figure out what's going on, so they're getting kind of spooked, so they'll throw something out there. They might send a spirit out or something that's kind of like, they'll cast like a web, if you will. They'll kind of like just throw like a web out there to be like, this needs to stop, whatever this is needs to stop, and if they can't detect that it's you and you really need to do this working on that person, you just need to keep putting your intentions in and really keep focusing and really just like fucking oomph it up if you have to. Fire oil, any kind of herbs that really just add potency. You really just want to get it right through their defenses. if they do manage to throw something, if they do figure out that it's you and they do throw something back at you, you need to make sure that you have your protections up. You need to make sure that you are grounded, that you are focused, that you are grounded in the mundane as well as in the magical. Because if you're grounded in the mundane, the magical is less likely to hit you. The spirit is less likely to attach to you because it will get bored. People who throw themselves into the magic, people who spend every day at their altars, people who cast spells every single day and really just envelop themselves in the magical world and cut off contact with the outside world are not stable emotionally or mentally people, and as a result, they're the ones that are easier targets. People who are grounded in the real world, people who have jobs, people who have families, people who don't spend their whole fucking waking life at their altar, those are people who are harder to hit. And those are the people that your spell needs a little more oomph. You need to put a little more, you know, a little more pizzazz into your spell. Okay? So those are just like my tips if you're doing magic against a witch. Now, I will reiterate this for the 9 millionth frickin' time. Do not throw shit at another worker. Yes, we don't all get along, and yes, some of us hate each other, and yes, YouTube can be a fucking drama queen at times, and I can be a drama queen at times, and Billy Bob can be a drama queen at times, and sometimes Sally is just a fucking rotten apple in the damn community, and she just ruin it for everybody. And sometimes people manipulate and lie and are sociopaths and are fucking crazy and psychotic and you just want to shoot them in the head. But at the end of the day, we are all witches and we are all in a community and we all need to come together, okay? We need to come together to manifest what we want to manifest. I mean, All Hallows Eve is the best time to come together as a community and manifest our energies because, you know, maybe the Lady Grave Dancer is manifesting something and Sunshine Morning Ray is manifesting something and Lunar Wisdom is manifesting something and I'm manifesting something, and all of our energies come together through borders and crossings and roads and shit like that, and you know, we all come together. We might not physically come together, but magically and spiritually we all come together in some way or another. And it's very important that we have a unified community. Like, again, we're not all gonna get along, you know, there's people in the community I don't like, and there's people in the community who don't like me, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, if we're all fucking throwing shit at each other, and we're talking shit about each other on the internet, I mean, that's not gonna get you anywhere, that's not gonna do anything. So, it's better to just hit the block button and move on with your life. But, in the particular case where maybe you've had a falling out with a witch, or you were friends with a witch and you don't talk anymore and you don't know why, and you really want them to reach out and message you and have a conversation with them, there are times where you can do magic on another witch, where you're not maliciously throwing something at them. And I hope that my tips in this video and some of the tricks and so on and so forth have helped you. If you have any, please leave them in the comments! And if you want to do a video response, that's awesome. But yeah, so I should be back sometime next week or the week after. I don't know. And I will show you how to do that spell, and I will show you some of the new herbs I got, and eventually that love mail will be here, and I will show you a damn camera. As I said, I'm really excited for the stuff that I'm getting, and all that other fun stuff. And I'm out of herbs, so I gotta go make, oh, I don't have any peppermint. Fuck me. I need that Monterey-based spice company thing to get here now. Because the spirits. God, these fuckers keep me up at night. Burn me patchouli. Burn patchouli. And I dream about patchouli, and then I wake up with my cat looking at my face, meowing at me, and I'm like, ah, fuck me. So anyways. So I will be back at some point in the next week or two and have a spell for you, and an oil for you, and some new herbs for you, and love mail for you, and all that fun stuff. If you have any video suggestions or things that you want covered or talked about, you can message me on Facebook, or you can leave a comment down below and I will try and get your video out for you. Okay? Love, love.